Welcome to Gentle Vinyasa Flow. We are 2 days away from the full corn moon, so we will do a moon salutation at some point today. We'll also be doing some of our hamstring and hip opening stretches. I've got my little belt, or you can just use a strap if you've got one for that. And we'll start seated in Sukhasana, comfortable seated pose. And we'll rock side to side, just grounding our sits bones, trying to find an equal amount of pressure on both sides of the body. You're always welcome to sit on a blanket. A couple things might just be more comfortable, but sometimes it's nice to get our hips and knees a little more level as well. So that option always exists. So with our sits bones grounded, we stack the spine, we lift up tall, we lift the sternum, we draw the abs in, using a little bit of Uddiyana Bandha action there. Roll the shoulders up and back and down. Let's just rest our hands on our thighs for a moment. Softly close our eyes. Bring awareness to the breath. If you have a favorite breath practice, you can use that today. I'll be doing the box breath, but you can do whatever feels good to you today. For box breath, we start with the awareness of the length of the inhale and the exhale. We try to equalize the length of the inhale and the exhale. Here's a little tip. You can listen to the beat of the music perhaps and count with the beat and figure out maybe your inhale's about 4 or 5, your exhale's 4 or 5. Now let's visualize a square, a box. And as we inhale, we travel up one side of the box, and then we pause for the same length of time, the same number of beats. When we exhale down the other side of the box, we pause again for the same length of time. So each side of our square is the same amount of time as we inhale and pause, and exhale and pause. These pauses are not a tightening or a constriction. They're a gentle holding of the breath. So don't clamp down necessarily. Just inhale and hold softly. And then exhale and hold softly. Whatever practice you've been using, we can return to normal breath now. Let's all take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. We'll seal our lips. We can open our eyes. Let's practice breathing in and out through the nose using our Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath. Let's come back into the awareness of our hip bones and just shift our rib cage side to side, keeping those hips grounded, just loosening up the spine. Coming back into center, let's arch the back and lift the chest into cow pose, seated cow. So we're tipping forward onto our sits bones and then rolling it back and scooping under into cat. We can grab our knees for support if we like. Inhale, lift into cow. Exhale, scoops. We're rocking back and forth on the sits bones as we flex and curl the spine for cat-cow. Now coming back into neutral, we're going to stir the pot. So we'll lift the chest into cow. We'll push the ribs to the right. We'll scoop into cat, press the ribs left, lift back into cow. 2 more times. Circling right, scooping, stirring that pot. Then reversing direction from cow, pushing the ribs left, scooping into cat, pressing to the right, back to cow. 2 more times around. Really limbering up the spine here, getting those cerebral spinal fluids in motion. Coming back to center. Bringing fingertips down, shoulders packed. Inhale, circle sweeping the arms up. Exhale, pressing back down. Inhale, lift. We turn our thumbs back. Exhale, down. We press our thumbs forward. One more time with both arms. Let's just flow right and left. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, down. Inhale, left, up and over. Exhale, back down. A couple more times on each side. Trying to bring openness to the side body. One more flow. And the next time, we're going to inhale that right arm up and exhale it over farther. Think about spiraling your chest forward and up toward the ceiling a little bit. We can slide this left hand out. We can deepen our side bend here. Expanding the right side of the rib cage with breath. We can drop our elbow down here. Trying to keep our sits bones grounded. Let's inhale and rise back up. Exhale that right arm down. Now we'll inhale the left arm up. We'll exhale over. Think about spiraling the chest forward and up toward the ceiling, getting openness in the front body. Opening the side body with breath, an option to slide that right hand farther out, sinking deeper, perhaps even dropping onto the elbow. Again, trying to keep those sits bones grounded. Breathe and expand the ribs. Inhale back up. And exhale back down. Let's take our owl pose now. Right hand comes behind us, pressing into the floor to prop us up, lifting our sternum so our spine is stacked nice and tall. Left hand comes to right thigh. We inhale the crown of the head toward the ceiling. We exhale, taking a twist, looking toward and perhaps over the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, deepen the twist. Using breath to find length, and then exhales to find more rotation. Relaxing back through center. Now sweeping the left hand behind, propping ourselves up tall, lifting the sternum, pressing the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Right hand, left thigh. Inhale, tall, lengthen up. Exhale, twist toward the left shoulder. Inhale, taller through the spine. Exhale, deeper to the twist. Let's relax back to center. Let's rock forward onto our knees. We'll come up to a kneeling position. Hips are straight. On our knees, you can curl your toes under if you like. Let's bring our arms out like warrior two arms. And we're going to slide the right leg out with the foot down, the toes pointing forward. We're going to reach that left hand down to the mat. The right arm can stay up or can reach over, just like we did with our side angle. Getting a modified side plank here. Try to find length in that right side of your body. Breathe and expand. Now we can either leave the foot down or we can flex the foot if we like. We're going to inhale to rise back up to our warrior two arms. And we'll exhale, reaching the right hand either toward the shin or toward the foot. We can grab the toes if we like. You bring that left arm up or over, your choice. Spiraling the chest toward the ceiling, opening up the front body. Trying to find stretch now in that left side body. Use the breath to expand the rib cage. Maybe you sink a little deeper as you exhale. We'll inhale back up. Bring that right knee in. Left foot out. This time the foot again down, rounded, toes pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. We'll bring that right hand down. We can stack the left arm straight up, or we can reach over. We can try to spiral the chest toward the ceiling. We can try to bring breath into the left side rib cage, expanding those ribs. You always have the option here to make a fist with your bottom hand. Sometimes that feels easier on the wrist. Keep the wrist neutral. Breath. Inhale. Exhale back up. You can leave that foot down. You can flex it if you like. I like to flex it. You might have figured that out by now, but you don't have to. Inhale, exhale, sliding the left hand to the shin or the toe. Right arm up or over. Again, trying to spiral the chest upward, opening the front body, bringing breath into the side body. Inhale to expand, exhale, maybe a little deeper. Inhale, rise. From those helicopter arms. Let's just go through that quickly one more time on each side. Slide the right foot out, foot down, toes forward. Inhale, exhale. Into that plank variation, your choice. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Gate pose variation, your choice. Inhale, rise. Let's take the left leg out. Inhale, tall. Exhale. Plank variation, side plank variation. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gate pose. Your choice variations here. Come back up. We'll come back in. Let's just drop to one hip. If you've got your belt or strap, you want to use that. You don't have to have it. We can work around that if you don't have one. We're going to make our way down to our backs. Plant our feet close to begin. A little wider than hip width. We'll windshield wiper from side to start. Then we'll cheat those feet in so they're hip width apart, and the heels are close enough to our back sides we can brush them with our fingertips. We'll ground into our shoulder blades and our heels. As we inhale, we'll peel the tailbone up and roll up the spine one vertebra at a time into a bridge. As we exhale, we'll roll back down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. We always use the image of a zipper here, like you're unzipping a zipper up your spine as you roll up and rezipping it as you roll back down. Let's do two more of these articulating bridges. And one more. Let's grab a strap if we have it. If you don't have a strap, we just grab your right thigh. If you have a strap, we'll wrap the strap around the ball of the right foot. We're going to slide the left leg out, flex the foot, try to keep that left leg down as much as possible. As we inhale, we'll press that right leg toward the ceiling. As we exhale, we'll pull back in, push the air out of our belly. Inhale, lift, expand the belly. Exhale, pull, squeeze the air out. For 3. For 2. Let that knee push the air out of your belly. And 1. Let's extend back up. We're just going to hold it here. Just think about grounding that right hip down into the floor. So we're not lifting the hip to get a stretch, but grounding the hip down. We're going to inhale and exhale, trying to pull the foot a little further forward, deepening that hamstring stretch if we can. It's whatever works for you today. If you're using a strap, you keep both hands in your right hand for now. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to put your right hand to your thigh, hang onto your thigh here. Left arm coming out to the side and grounding down. Inhale and exhale, lowering the right leg out to the side, opening the hip. Let's try to keep our hips pretty much grounded for this part. Getting the inner thigh stretch in that right leg, breathing and sinking. Extending your left arm out helps counterbalance the weight of your leg as it goes out. A couple more breaths here. Let's inhale it back up. Now we'll bring the left hand either to the thigh or to grab the strap. The right hand coming down to the side for that counterbalance. Inhale and exhale that right leg across the body, across to the left side of the body. Now feeling a stretch in the outside of the right hip. Now my right hip does come off the floor when I do this one. Inhaling back up. And release the strap. Bring that right foot down, slide that right leg out. Draw the left knee in, either grabbing the thigh with both hands or wrapping the strap around the ball of the foot. Inhale to press up. Exhale, squeeze the air out of your belly. Inhale, expand that belly, diaphragmatic breathing. Exhale, squeeze it out. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it out. Extend it back up and keep it up. And again, let's think about really sinking the hip down into the floor. Not lifting the hip up, trying to get a stretch. So hip grounded down, inhale. Exhale, maybe deepen the stretch a little bit for the hamstrings here. Take your time. Feel the sensation and listen to your body. Now, let's take the straps into your left hand or bring your left hand to your thigh. Taking the right hand out and down as a counterbalance here. Inhale and exhale that left leg out to the side and down. Opening the hip. I should write something on the sole of my foot so when I do this you can see a message like, hi. Breathe and sink. Let's inhale back up. The right hand will grab the strap. Now we'll bring the left hand out to the side. We'll take the left leg across the body, rolling onto the right hip. Feeling a stretch in the left hip here. Let's inhale back up. If we have a strap, let's put it aside. Let's hug the knees in. Oh, I'll show you a trick with the strap. I've showed you this before, but let's plant the left foot and cross the right ankle over. Now, this is our supine pigeon. It's a nice hip opener. Couple variations. If you're not using a strap, you're just going to lift your left leg and grab your left thigh with both hands and pull in and press the right elbow against the right inner thigh for this supine variation of pigeon. If you have a strap, I kind of like this for some reason. You can wrap the strap around the ball of your left foot and you can pull in on the strap to stretch out that right hip. Either way that works for you is fine. You might want to try it both ways, see what you like better. There's no right answer here. Well, there is a right answer. The right answer is whatever works best for you. That's the right answer. Now I'm going to put my strap down for a second, plant my left foot. I'm going to slide my right knee toward my left knee, so I've got my legs crossed. And I'm going to bring my arms out to the side and let my legs fall to the left. So right leg is on top, and I'm rolling to the left, getting a supine twist here. Getting a lot of spinal mobility here today. That's a good thing. Should be a good thing. Now we'll inhale back to center and we'll uncross. Let's bring the left ankle over the right knee this time, with the left knee open for the fore stretch or the supine pigeon stretch. Again, we have the option to grab the right thigh with both hands, hug in, and press the left elbow against the left inner thigh. Or I can wrap my strap around my right foot, on the ball of my foot, and pull on my strap, get my stretch. A couple of breaths here. And then releasing down, putting the strap aside. And now sliding the left knee on top of the right knee. So the left leg is on top, the knees are crossed, arms out to the side, and I'm dropping my knees to the right. Once again, getting this nice spinal twist. Couple more breaths. Now relaxing back to center and uncrossing. We're rolling onto our hands and knees. Take a quick cat-cow here. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Drawing the abs in, sliding the shoulder blades down the back, keeping the neck nice and long. Inhaling to lift the chest and tailbone. Exhaling, scooping the abs, looking in. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to scoop. Inhaling to lift. And scooping, coming back to a neutral spine. We can curl our toes under. We can sit back on our heels and roll onto the balls of our feet. On our next inhale, we can straighten our legs into a forward fold with soft knees. Exhale at the chest and abs sink onto the thighs, letting the head hang heavy. We can grab opposite elbows. We can nod the head. We can shake the head, just releasing the neck. We can sway the arms in and out, side to side, in a circle one direction, other direction, releasing any tension from the spine and the shoulders. Now releasing fingertips back down toward the floor. We'll inhale to lift to a flat back, a halfway lift, sliding shoulder blades down the back, finding that length in the spine, that lift in the sternum. Keeping the gaze down for the most part so that the neck remains in line with the spine. Inhale. Exhale, sink back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Next big inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms and rise all the way up. We'll interlace our fingers, index fingers pointed. Let's ground into our feet, stack the spine, draw the abs in. Inhale, tall, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, swaying to the right. With each inhale, try to expand the left side ribs. As you exhale, you might find a little more range here. So my hips aren't moving. I'm not pushing my hip out here. I'm just lifting the spine and lengthening and flexing from the spine right now. Breathe and sink. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale, swaying left. Again, keeping that lift in the spine. Finding expansion in the rib cage as we inhale. Deepening the stretch as we exhale. To flow this now, we'll inhale, lift. We'll exhale, swaying right. We'll inhale, lift. We'll exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back upright. Now we'll bring our hands, palms together, bring our hands to the third eye. We'll inhale for a tiny back bend. We'll exhale to scoop the abs and curl forward. Inhale, lift, back bend. Exhale, scoop. Now observe, I'm not flexing my hips to scoop. I'm not curling this way. I'm just curling from the spine itself. So I'm drawing these abs in, curling the spine, but I'm not flexing my hips. It's like the difference between a crunch and a sit-up. In a sit-up, we flex the hips. In a crunch, we just curl the spine. So we're trying to isolate the spine here. So for the third eye, we inhale, back bend. We exhale, scoop. We inhale, back bend. We exhale, scoop. We're pulling the abs in. Think about that Uddiyana Bandha. Let's rise back up. Let's exhale our arms out to the side. Our shoulders are packed. We've got like our warrior two arms. or in this case, we'll call them helicopter arms. I'm going to inhale tall, and exhale, bringing the right arm forward, the left arm back. Inhale center, exhale switch. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more rounds. One more round. Let's inhale, sweeping up. Let's exhale, taking a swan dive down. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. Coming back to heart center. Let's move into our moon salutation now. Our moon salutation starts in mountain pose. We're going to work to the right side first, then to the left side, and do all the same poses in a reverse order. Then I'll start on the left side, go to the right side. I think of it like winding and unwinding. So we're going to follow the same flow, but just reverse the order, coming back up again. And then we'll come down into the same flow, reverse the order, coming up. The poses are mountain pose, upward mountain pose, crescent pose, upward mountain pose, goddess, star, triangle, pyramid, supported lunge, side lunge, yogi squat, and reverse it. Got it? Go. So how was that? It's good? All right. I'll do it now. Coming back to a mountain pose. Inhale, rise. Let's exhale, sway right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sway left. Inhale, rise. We're going to step out to goddess pose. So let's just pause here and make sure that our knees are pointing toward our toes. Our hips are open. We're going to inhale star pose. We'll exhale to goddess. We'll just flow through this a couple of times here. Of course, we call this moonflowers as we move back and forth from star pose to goddess pose. Now the next time we inhale, we'll rise up and we'll exhale and we'll open to triangle pose. So I did pivot my feet around to get to triangle pose. I spun my right foot to point out to the side and my left foot to point forward. I'm lengthening through my spine. I'm not flexing my spine here. I'm lengthening through my spine. Stacking my shoulders in triangle pose. Finding a nice length. Now from triangle, we're going to swivel around into pyramid. You could keep your feet the same way. I do pyramid with parallel feet. I think it gives us a better alignment for our hips. But you can keep your feet where they are, or you can pivot around onto train tracks. So train tracks, I mean there's hip width between the feet. They're not lined up heel to heel. There's space here. We'll lengthen the front body. We'll fold down into pyramid. We can bring our hands to our shin to the floor. This nice long spine. Sinking into it, finding breath, drawing breath down to those right side hamstrings. Now from here, I'm going to step back and lower down to a supported lunge. So I've uncurled my toes here for a second, brought my hands down to the floor. Now from here, I can pivot around, flexing my left foot, coming into Skandasana, side lunge. I could lift my heel if I wanted to. Now inhale and exhale back to a yogi squat in the center. Now, that's one side. We're going to unwind that now. So we're going to inhale and exhale, finding Skandasana on the left side, sinking into it. Then we're going to inhale and exhale ourselves into our supported lunge here. And from here, we're going to rise up into pyramid, which is different. So you might want to shorten the stance a bit, coming up to pyramid. Still with those train track feet. I Hand my fingers down. If I have blocks, I could use blocks for pyramid too, of course, so I can bring my hands to my shin. Now from pyramid, I'm going to rise up into a triangle pose. So I need to step out a bit from triangle. Stacking my hips. So my left foot in this case still can point out to the side, but my right foot's going to turn. And then from triangle, I'm going to rise to star. My feet adjusted accordingly. I'm going to sink to goddess. I'm going to come back in, upward mountain pose. I'm going to sway left. I'm going to sway right. And come back to mountain. So that's one round leading to the right. Now we'll go back to the left. Same thing, same flow, just left lead. Moon salutation. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sway left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sway right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, triangle. Let's inhale, rise and pivot. Shorten your stance. Let's exhale to pyramid. Let's inhale to lengthen the front body and exhale to sink into supported lunge. Let's inhale to lift and exhale to pivot into Skandasana. Let's inhale and exhale into Malasana. Other side. Inhale, exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, exhale, supported lunge. Inhale, exhale. We inhale up and exhale down to pyramid. Let's inhale up and exhale back down to triangle so we can adjust our feet here. Let's inhale star, exhale goddess, inhale mountain, exhale flex right, inhale mountain, exhale flex left, inhale lift, exhale down. Right side, inhale, rise, exhale, sway, right, inhale, rise, exhale, sway, left, inhale, rise, exhale, goddess, just those feet, knees to toes, inhale, rise, star, exhale, pivot those feet to triangle, inhale, rise, pivot those feet, exhale, coming into pyramid, inhale, lengthen the front body, exhale, coming to supported lunge. Inhale, lift and pivot, exhale, sink into Skandasana. Inhale, rise, exhale, yogi squat, other side. Inhale, rise, exhale, Skandasana, left side. Inhale, rise, exhale, supported lunge. Inhale, rise, shorten your stance, exhale, pyramid. Inhale, rise, adjust your feet, exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise to star, exhale, goddess. Inhale, back to mountain, exhale, sway left. Inhale, rise, exhale, right. Inhale, rise. One more time, left leading for this pose, for this flow. Inhale, exhale, left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, goddess. Make sure knees are pointing toward toes. Inhale, rise to star. Exhale, pivot the heels, coming into triangle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, adjust the feet, coming into pyramid. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink into supported lunge. Inhale, lift and pivot. Exhale into Skandasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, yogi squat. Moving to the other side now. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Skandasana, right side. Inhale, lift and pivot. Exhale to supported lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale to pyramid. Inhale, lift. Exhale, adjusting feet for triangle. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, sway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sway. And rise. Back to mountain. Moon salutation. I was going to do a different flow today as well, but I've used up my time for flows. Let's do balance. Very important. Start with feet hip width apart. Hands at heart center. Sink back into chair pose. Pushing the hips back. Grounding down to the feet. Now lifting the heels. Balancing chair. Breathe and hold. Find your stationary spot. Find your drishti. Relax it back down. We'll rise. We'll exhale, chair. Inhale, lift the heels. Breathe. Just a reminder, think about Mula Bandha here. Mula Bandha is your root block. That's the engagement of your pelvic floor. I find that Mula Bandha helps me balance. Relax down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. And lift. Mula Bandha. Breathe. Relax it back down. If you have a strap, you want to use that for dancer pose, you're welcome to. If you want to grab onto a chair or table for dancer pose, you're welcome to. Starting from mountain, we're going to roll our shoulders back, sweeping our left arm up. I have to reverse everything, you know. Grounding the left foot, bending the right leg, grabbing that right foot. Now I can hang out here, just pulling that right foot back and up, opening my hip. Or I can kick. I can kick my foot into my hand and hinge forward to more fully express my dancer pose. Find your drishti, use your Mula Bandha. Rise back up. Shake it out. Other side, roll the shoulders back. We're sweeping the left arm up, bending the right leg. The right arm up, sorry, I did it again, don't ask why. Right arm up, left leg bent. Holding here, opening the hip, or kicking the foot into the hand, hinging forward, using drishti, using Mula Bandha. Rising back up, shaking it out. Tree pose. It's not balance without doing tree, is it? Grounding the right foot. I mean the right foot this time. Even though it's my left foot, because I'm mirroring you. Right foot grounded, hands to heart center. Left foot out, option one. Little toe touch, like a kickstand. Option two, heel to ankle, creating a very narrow base of support. Option three, sealing the foot against the calf. Pressing the foot into the calf, pressing the calf back into the foot, creating equal pressure. Option four, pressing into the thigh, but not the knee, never the knee. Option to grow the tree. Breathe. If we grew our tree, come back to heart center. Let's bring that knee forward. And let's take the left hand, doing it again. That thigh, open up to the side. Keep that lift in your torso, lift your sternum. Think up through your spine. Back to center. Back down, shake it out. All right, let's try it again. Other side. Grounding the left foot. Hands heart center. Right foot, toe touches out to the side. Option one, option two. Heel to ankle. Option 3, sealing the foot against the calf. Option 4, sealing the foot against the inner thigh, creating equal pressure. Option to grow your tree. Breathe. Focus. Let's come back to heart center. Let's bring the knee forward. Let's bring the right hand to the right leg. Bring it out to the side. Bring it forward. Bring it down. Shake it out. All right. We have flowed, we have balanced, we have done warm up to begin with. Now we'll cool down and stretch. Let's do that on the floor. Where to begin? Come back to our strap. Let's take both feet forward. If you don't have a strap or a belt, no worries. Brace your hands, lift your sternum. Think about stacking your spine up, up, up. If you have a strap, put it around the balls of our feet. And we'll still stack the spine up, up, up. You can also sit on a blanket for this, for staff pose. Now inhale, lengthen that spine up, up, up. Exhale, press the chest forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, press forward. Couple more breaths. Now, inhale, exhale, release and round forward. We can bring hands to shins or feet, letting the head hang heavy. You might feel a bit more stretch on the lower back and the hamstrings. So just be aware of what you're feeling, whatever sensations you're experiencing. If you want more sensation, go a little deeper. If you want less, back off. If that sensation is pain, back off. Let's rise up and let's just shake the legs out. I took a class once and the instructor kept saying, I think he was saying bounce the calves. I couldn't quite understand what he was saying. So bounce the calves. All right, we've done that. Let's bring the left foot to the right inner thigh. Let's face that right foot. You can just stack your spine and reach straight forward if you like, or if you have a strap. On the ball of the foot, stack the spine, lift. Just tall to begin. Find the length first, then we'll exhale. We'll press forward. If you don't have a strap, remember you're reaching and looking straight forward. We're not rounding over yet. That comes later. People always want to cheat. They think that, oh, the rounding over is the best part. That's the good. No, it's all good. This gets us there. This gives us something different and prepares us better for the rounding over. So don't skip ahead. Now inhale and exhale. Now you can release and round over when I say so. Grabbing your shin, grabbing your foot, letting your head hang, and a deeper stretch in your hamstrings. Using our sinking breath, remember that one. We inhale, kind of just maintain on the inhale, but then we sink deeper as we exhale. When we exhale, that's where our parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. That's our rest and digest nervous system. That's where we relax. Let's rise back up. Let's bring the left hand down like a kickstand and lift the hips off the floor. Rise back up. Yeah. Let's do spinal twist. Oh, let's do rock the baby. Let's do cradle the baby. I know what I'm doing. I'm not making it up as I go along. I have a whole plan. With your left hand, grab your left knee. With your right hand, grab your left foot. And you can also wrap your elbows around your knee and your foot to cradle the baby. Hug that leg in. Keep keep your spine tall. Shake it out, rock it out. Now we're going to plant that left foot either inside the right thigh or outside the right thigh. Those are your choices. Sweeping the left arm back, we are inhaling the right arm up toward the sky. We're exhaling the right elbow across the left knee. We're inhaling that spine tall, bringing the abs in, and exhaling to twist toward the left shoulder, perhaps looking over the left shoulder. Now relaxing back through center, walking our hands to our right side for the counter twist. And relaxing back to center. Straightening out the legs. Let's bounce the calves. We're bouncing our calves. Let's see, where are we? We're bringing our right foot to our left inner thigh. And we're turning to face the left foot. If we don't have a strap or belt, we are sitting up tall, extending our arms forward, keeping our gaze forward. If we have a strap or belt, we're wrapping it around the ball of the foot. Still sitting up tall, still keeping our gaze forward, inhaling to lengthen the spine. Now exhaling to press the chest forward, keeping the gaze forward, keeping the arms reaching forward if we're not using a strap. Still the long spine, not the rounded spine yet. Breathe and sink as far as we can sink, with that spine extended. And then, again, when I say, inhale, exhale, release forward and down, sliding the hands to the shin, the foot, the toes, letting the head hang heavy, using our sinking breath to go deeper and deeper into hamstring stretch. And then rising back up. I think I'm finished with my strap for now. Sweeping my right hand behind, grounding the palm down. Inhaling to lift the hips, opening the side body. And relaxing back down. Now, right hand to the right knee. Left hand to the right foot. Or I can wrap my elbows around. I can cradle the baby, sitting up tall, rocking out the hip. And now planting that foot either inside the left thigh or outside the left thigh. Once again, sweeping the right arm back. Now inhaling the left arm up to the sky. Exhaling the left elbow across the right knee. Inhaling the spine tall. Exhaling, looking over the right shoulder. Breathe and twist. Use your inhale to lengthen your spine. Use your exhale to deepen your twist in whatever range is working for you today. And now relaxing back through center, walking our hands to the left side, taking our counter twist. Let's do a quick Anjali Asana, Hanumanasana. Let's kneel, bring the right foot forward, slide the left foot back, walk your hands up to your thigh and sweep up, pressing hips forward and down, opening up that left hip and quad, breathing and sinking, and then pressing back to a split Hanuman Asana, flexing the front foot. Again, if you've got blocks, you want to hold blocks here, that's great. I would not put my hands on the leg that I'm stretching because the temptation will be to lock out that knee. We don't want to do that. So we'd like to have something. If we can't reach the floor with a long spine, grab a block, grab a chair, grab some books, whatever you need. So you can find that long spine and that nice hamstring stretch. We'll slide back, Anjaneyasana. Couple of breaths. Push back. Hanumanasana. Couple of breaths. Bring that leg back, and we'll step the left foot forward. Again, we can slide that right leg back farther if we need to open up the hip and quadriceps more. Walking hands up to the leg, the thighs stacking. Inhale to lift. Let those hips sink forward and down. Getting openness in the quads and hip flexors of the back leg, which is your right leg this time. Breathe, sink, and then inhale and exhale, pressing back into Hanumanasana. Breathe and press down. Hanuman is the monkey god who, for reasons I'll explain some other time, does not know that he is a god. He forgets. But then when he needs to, he can manifest his divine powers. Let's slide forward, let's walk up. And I have always thought that this is a metaphor for all of us who forget that little bit of the divine nature we have inside of us. So think about that. Press back, Hanumanasana, and feel the divine in you. Let's bring that leg back. Drop to one hip. We're going to roll onto our backs now. You can either do that by extending both legs, stacking your spine, tucking your pelvis, and rolling down with control, or you can grab one knee and roll yourself down that way with control. Drawing the knees in, each hand grabs a knee. We'll stir like egg beaters. One direction, then the other direction. Then we'll bring our arms between our knees and we'll grab the arches of our feet. Bring the soles of our feet toward the ceiling, pulling our knees down toward the floor, stacking ankles over knees. Now try to get your whole spine down onto the floor. That's tricky. Do the best you can, rolling your whole spine down so your back is pretty much flat against the floor. Now we can rock side to side and massage that lower back. This, of course, is Happy Baby. One of my favorite just relaxation poses, as you might have guessed, because I do it pretty much in every class that I teach. Relaxing back to stillness. Let's release those legs out and down. Just relax the legs, let them soften and sink into the floor, letting your feet fall out to the side. Let's float our arms and hands down to the floor, keeping our palms up. And we'll softly close our eyes, preparing for Shavasana for final relaxation. Let's bring your awareness, first of all, into your spine and your neck and feel if they are comfortable. You need to maybe adjust your buttocks or adjust your shoulder blades or adjust your head to find that more relaxing, comfortable position for your neck or spine. You might find that putting a pillow under your head or a folded blanket might be helpful at some point. Up to you. Now, if we're comfortable, let's begin to just scan the body, starting at the top of the head, relaxing the muscles of your scalp and your forehead, softening those tiny muscles around your eyes, softening your jaw, relaxing the neck, feeling your shoulder blades sinking and grounding down, letting your arms be relaxed and loose, your fingertips perhaps just lightly curled. That spine sinking down toward the floor, your torso melting, your abdominals
sinking into your body. Hips grounding, relaxing the thighs, softening the knees, relaxing the calves. And those feet just fall out to the side. So there's just no effort in the body. Everything is relaxed because you are fully supported. With that sense of calm, begin to focus on the breath once more, just to observe the inhales and the exhales. And we'll try to use the breath as our focal point. Many other thoughts pass through. That's going to happen, that's fine. Just try to observe them and let them go. Bring your awareness back into your breath. And this is the beauty of Shavasana. It's a time to just quiet the mind. Just absorb the benefits of your practice and just to be. This is a good day to linger a little longer in Shavasana if you feel like it. And whenever you're ready, we'll begin to deepen the breath. We can roll the head from side to side. We can bring a little movement to our fingers and toes. We might circle our wrists in one direction and then reverse direction. We might want to do a full body stretch by sweeping our hands overhead, pointing our toes in one direction, reaching our fingertips in the opposite direction, lengthening the body. I like to inhale and lift the rib cage to get more abdominal stretch here. Exhale, relax and release. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, relax, release. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, relax and release. Bending the knees, planting the feet close to the back side. You can roll to one side and stack one hip over the other, one shoulder over the other. A couple more nice breaths here. And then, with as much ease as possible, pressing ourselves back up to our comfortable seated position, bringing hands to heart center. Once again, bringing awareness to that light that lives inside you. I hope this practice helps you experience that light so that you can take that light and share it with the world. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.